Yes, it was just a matter of 2 runs. 2 runs is all that they needed to make the run count, but Rajasthan Royals couldn't cross over the line. And that was the story of last night's spell. But before we dive into today's clash, let's rewind. Yesterday, what happened in a nail biter finish? It was Avesh Khan who turned up the heat at the Savai Mansingh Stadium at Jaipur with a fiery spell that helped the LSG to clinch the amazing victory over Rajasthan Royals. After winning the toss, Lucknow chose to bat and they made it count really good. Thanks to fluent half centuries by Makram and Badoni, they posted a competitive total of 180. That was good enough for 5 in 20 overs. Rajasthan gave their best shots, gave it all good, held the wickets in hand, but guess what? They fell short and scored only 178 for 5. Yes, this win marks Lucknow's good fighting fifth victory on the season, pushing them up on the fourth place of the tables. Yes, they're now sitting comfortable while Rajasthan's struggles continue with 6 losses in 8 matches. Wow, how the mighty falls. Now they sit in the eighth place looking for answers. Yes, but now, before we call our guests, let's look in today's match. The IPL history, the contest between Mumbai Indians and Chennai Super Kings has been fierce. In 38 matches that they've played in the last 18 years, Mumbai has registered win in 20 wins. Chennai has won 18. So you could see the neck-to-neck battles. One has won. In fact, both the teams have won trophy on 5 different occasions. In the recent 5 encounters, Chennai has come on top with 4 wins. Mumbai with just one. In IPL 2025, Mumbai has won only 3 of the 7 games. Yes, what you see on your table, points table, doesn't look like a great picture for Mumbai Indians. And their net run rate is plus 2.39. On the other hand, Chennai has managed to get only 2 wins, and their net run rate is 1.26. Yes, the mighty falls. Now, for the crucial information and analysis, let's get our first guest in the house, Paul Jeanette. Paul is a famous podcaster. He joins us straight from Sydney. Paul, welcome to the show. Paul, let's talk about last night before we get into today's match. Where did Rajasthan Royals fail in the run chase? It was only 2 runs. Yes, very close.
Oh, it's just scarcely believable. History has repeated. This time they didn't even get to the super over. The whole runs chase, Rajasthan looked in complete control. Even when they lost those 2 wickets in the 17th over when Jaiswal and Parag got out, they still looked like they were cruising. I think that there is something to that maybe they should have gone out to ice it a little bit earlier and don't allow it to get to the last over. Take a few more risks, lose a couple more wickets if needs be, but don't risk it going to the last over. Even in that last over, you should be able to get 9 off a final over. Congratulations to Avesh Khan, well bowled. They had a little bit of luck early in the over LSG because that flick from Hetmeyer went straight to square leg, but then they had a bit of bad luck. They weren't happy that the ball had to be changed. There was the dropped catch by David Miller. The RR, I think, left it too late. And then that can happen in the final over, even when it's a very achievable total. One good Yorker it was that started things off from Avesh Khan, and it proved too much for them. So, terrible night for RR, and their season is in tatters.
Paul, as a 13-year-old, we watched Vaibhav Suryavanshi play at the Sharjah Stadium, not very far off from where we are sitting. And this boy had guts and he would hit the shots straight out of the park. Do you think this boy is getting older for his age and we've got a new talent, a sensational talent on the hands?
Well, everyone's saying what an extraordinary debut it was and what a way to get off the mark. And it was. But I suppose thinking about it, people are also saying how he's the first player born after the IPL. He's younger than the IPL. As an Australian, I should add, he's actually younger than the Big Bash. The Big Bash didn't start till late in 2011, and Suryavanshi was born earlier in 2011. So it's like, why wouldn't he do that first ball? Because he has no basis for reference for doing anything different. That's what you do first ball in IPL and in T20 cricket in general. You clear your front leg and you smash it. you don't play very softly and gently. The old English pros used to say that you weren't allowed to play a cut shot until the end of May in the English season, which began in late April. Or that you'd look at the inside of their jumper and there'd be a nice worn mark showing how their elbow had been rubbing against it, showing a very tight technique. That's all out the window. Tremendously exciting. They said in commentary that Shane Watson's jaw dropped with that first six, and mine did too. What an incredible debut, and what a joyous debut.
Well, they always say it's a batter's game, but let's look at the bowlers. Do you think Avesh Khan put up the heat on the Rajasthan Royals last night?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, as I said, that final over of his was superb, and he's going to get a lot of credit, and he deserves it so. But don't forget the final over of LSG and how different it was to the final over of Rajasthan. The final over of LSG, what did it go for? 27 or something like that? Abdul Samad, 4 sixes in that final over, finishing with 30 not out off 10. That's also the difference between the two sides, because that was totally against the run of play. And might I say, I told you so. I've been saying that he should be batting higher up the order. They got the win, LSG, so they can say, well, he did his job and it came off perfectly. But I bet they weren't saying that at the start of the final over when Win Predictor gave Rajasthan something like an 85% chance of winning. I think it's further to my point that players like Tim David and Abdul Samad, you might as well bat them up higher to give them a greater chance. It was a great pity that he finished 30 not out of 10, but as I'm sure Justin Langer would say, who cares? We won.
Well, we'll let you go, Paul, but we are also inviting Noel David, the former Indian off spinner, who's now the coach of the Assam team at the junior level. Noel, welcome to the show. MI has slight lead over CSK in the head-to-head battle in the IPL history with 20 wins and 80 defeats in the 38 games. Will it give MI an advantage amid CSK's poor run? Remember, one team is slightly better, the other is absolutely down in the dumps. Yes, that's CSK. Do you think it'll be any different today?
Hi, Sunil. I feel Chennai Super Kings and MI game is going to be a good game to be watched because they're playing the same brand of cricket. Both are have not played well in this IPL. Both are losing maybe some close games, but other games have been not satisfying what the fans or the management expected out of both the sides. Maybe MI is head to head. They may be head of Chennai Super Kings in wins, but I feel that uh, both the teams are in the same boat and same level at present. It all depends how MI bats well, especially Surya Kumar Yadav needs to come back into form. Yes, Tilak is getting that 50s, Rickelton is getting that 30s and 40s, but others have to be consistent. Yeah, Bumrah is bowling well. You know, Bolt is bowling well. They have a good bowling side. I think that will be an edge today against Chennai Super Kings, because if I talk about Chennai Super Kings, I don't think nothing is clicking for them even after Tala coming back as the captain. Uh, there's not been consistent performance from the batsmen. It's sad to see Ruturaj Gaikwad, who was the backbone of the team to get those runs, is not playing because of his injury. Others are not getting that runs so that the scoreboard will be satisfying to look at. But unfortunately, at present, Chennai is down the drain, if I can say, where it comes to this IPL. So I think slight edge is over MI against Chennai Super Kings today.
Well, CSK has dominated with four wins against the Mumbai Indians in the last five games. Just imagine, winning four out of the five is a good sign. Will this give them confidence as they struggle with the poor run in this edition of IPL?
Maybe Sunil, Chennai Super Kings may have dominated Mumbai in the last five games, or they have must have beaten Mumbai in the first game of this IPL 2025. But the way CSK is playing this year, I don't think it's satisfying. It is not good for the eyes what their brand of cricket they are playing. I think they are much better than what everyone expected out of them. Uh, I feel that the only thing is the loss of Ruturaj Gaikwad. I think he was the backbone of getting those run initial in the power play. Uh, and because of injury, he had to lose out. Even after Tala coming back as the captain, nothing is clicking for them. They are not being consistent with the bat, especially with Rachin Ravindra. Uh, other guys who are there, they are not being consistent. The bowling is not being up to that mark. you know the fielding also. I think overall, if I just say that nothing is working for Chennai Super Kings this year, I think it has been it is it is a bad year for them in this IPL, for what they have done the last year. But I don't think Chennai has that chance to beat MI. If they beat, they have to get all the three boxes right, and they have to play that brand of brilliant cricket today to beat MI.
Thank you, Noel. Your insights are always helpful, just like a pure coach. It's time to welcome CM Gautam. CM Gautam, of course, has been the Mumbai Indians in the Mumbai Indians dugout for some time, and he's a former Mumbai Indians player himself. I'm sure it's not a great sight to see the Mumbai Indians at this point of time. They're coming off, Gotham, with two successive wins in the last two games, which seems to be really good going for them. Are they in a good position to beat CSK tonight? Because just imagine coming back into the big tough match after a victory always helps. Your views?
Yeah, absolutely. I think two consecutive wins will give a lot of confidence to Mumbai Indians. Yeah, we all know that they're slow starters and they know how to qualify to the playoffs, and they've done it several times in the IPL. So in my mind, there is no doubt. I think they played some very dominant cricket last game. I think getting SRH for 160 in Wankhede will give them tremendous confidence going into this game. And having said that, CSK have always struggled at the Wankhede, and I think today's encounter also will be very interesting. So I have no doubt in my mind that Mumbai will have that advantage going into today's game, and yes, they'll be very confident group, and they're looking very good at the moment, and I hope they win and progress to the playoffs.
Well, Gautam, it's nice to talk about Shivam Dube's form. Is it a good sign for CSK, considering the importance of this game to stay alive in this tournament? Your views?
Yeah, Shivam Dube is an integral part of CSK. He's one of the top batsmen. They've retained him in the before the auctions in this year's IPL, and I think he's yet to fire in this tournament. And playing at Wankhede, it's home ground. He plays for Mumbai. He knows the ground really well, and at the same time, he batted well in the last game as well. So I think if Shivam Dube fires, most of the CSK's batting problem will be sorted. So they'll be hoping for Shivam Dube to come good in today's game and take them forward in the tournament. And even CSK need to win, otherwise they'll be finding very tough to qualify for the top four. So it will be a very crucial game for both the games, And Shivam Dube's form was a concern, and last game he did well and he won the game for CSK. So that confidence should help him in today's game.
Thank you. That was CM Gautam, who was a part of the Mumbai Indians dugout, the Bangalore boy, who now enjoys his game of golf every morning. Well, we'll now invite somebody from Mumbai who's really loved talking about Mumbai Maidans and the players. Tos Rizvi, the journalist from Mumbai. Tos, welcome to the show. Quickly, how important is it for Rohit Sharma? I mean, he's not been giving the start that they once desired. They've lost few matches on the trot. Now, do you think it's time for Rohit Sharma to come to the party? Finally.
See, you know what, honestly speaking, Rohit Sharma's form has not been really great in this IPL, and he must be himself disappointed with his own form, considering Mumbai has been heavily dependent on Rohit Sharma and he's been relieved of captaincy, so he could have enjoyed batting in IPL. But unfortunately, the runs haven't come. He's getting the starts, and at least he's getting the ball on the bat, and the way he's showing up, he's starting with a couple of boundaries and then getting out very casually, very softly, shows that Rohit Sharma is lacking somewhere. That intent is lacking. Unfortunately, the player that he was, this third, apparently he's in the list of highest top scorers, which means he knows how to play this particular format. We saw exactly what he did in T20 World Cup against Australia. He can take on any of the attacks still now. I believe he's got those shots, he's got the ability. We saw in the Champions Trophy, but that intent is not coming, unfortunately, and that is affecting seriously. That is affecting his own team. That is affecting Hardik Pandya, because the team has been heavily dependent on the top order, which is the reason why they have been struggling with victories, or maybe the reason behind their inconsistency, because the burden comes to the middle order. If Ryan Rickelton or Rohit Sharma doesn't perform, and especially Rohit Sharma, he comes up with a lot of experience, he comes up with a lot of confidence. The kind of runs that he scored, Mumbai has a lot of confidence in him, a lot of faith in him. That is why they have persisted with him. Otherwise, if there was any other player, they would have asked him to just go out, sit on the bench, relax, or maybe released. But that's Rohit Sharma at the end of the day. A stand is named after him. There is a reason behind it at the Wankhede Stadium. He's a legend of the game, modern day legend, and you cannot just ask him to sit out because he's not performing. So there is still some faith in Rohit Sharma that he would bounce back, that he would help the team to bounce back from this kind of situation. And it is important because Mumbai has been struggling a lot. They have not been playing the way how 5-time champion should have played, despite having strong batting lineup as well as an interesting bowling lineup. So overall, it's very important for Rohit Sharma to get back into form, especially more than that for Mumbai Indians. If Rohit Sharma gets back to form, if he starts getting those runs, it will help Mumbai Indians. Otherwise, if your top order isn't getting runs, I'm sorry, you won't succeed or you won't progress to the next stage.
Well, it's the Wankhede Stadium, and the head-to-head battle against CSK toss has been very interesting. Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai has won 7 of their 12 games. Will it be a sign of relief for them in this game, considering the stats really betting on their side? Your views?
See, this is Wankhede Stadium. 7 wins in 12 games for Mumbai Indians. Of course, this is their home ground. They have been playing over here. This is their home base. They have this fan support, and obviously, if you don't have a better record, then which team will have? Especially Chennai Super Kings. I mean, this is again an El Clasico. Mumbai Indians started their season with El Clasico in M.H. Chidambaram Stadium, where they lost. But this is the time to bounce back, take that revenge in Mumbai. And I mean, the fans would be hoping big time that Mumbai bounces back in this particular game and gets back on the winning streak, like how they have been doing over so many years. This is where they can take the advantage from. Playing at home, you have the crowd support, you have the conditions, you have the outfield. It's a small stadium. The breeze comes in from Arabian Sea. It helps the swing bowlers, it helps fast bowlers. Wicket is good. Batters can enjoy the game. They can score runs. So it's important. More than that, more than the history, whatever you have, it's about today. What exactly you can do today? What you can offer? What your batters can offer? Can they put up 200 plus runs? Can the bowlers restrict or maybe defend or restrict them or the opposition to a low score, which can help their team win? That is more important for whatever compared to whatever past record they've had, because it doesn't matter. It matters what exactly you're going through right now. That's T20 cricket. That is what IPL is about. Is all about. It's the momentum that you carry. It's the rhythm that you have. Both teams, in fact, I would say Chennai Super Kings are lagging behind, because whatever the injury to Ruturaj Gaikwad, the way CSK should have performed, they haven't. While Mumbai Indians still have that particular upper hand because they have got more wins compared to CSK. They are playing at home again. Hardik Pandya is looking good. Yeah, somewhere or the other top order isn't great, but then you still have that faith. So I think Mumbai Indians will have certain advantage, and that is how it is. That is what IPL is all about. The home advantage, the condition, the fan, the crowd support. This is exactly what city competition provides us. I think, Mumbai Indians will have that advantage. 7 wins can go to 8 wins, right? This is what I'm expecting right now from Mumbai Indians.
Well, there you had it. You had the four of the best voices of the game talking about the game of cricket, IPL, standing, stats, data, discussion, stories. This is Sunil Ashkalra signing off from the beautiful Marbella Resorts in Sharjah, not very far off from where Vaibhav Suryavanshi made his debut at the international level. We're saying adios. Don't go anywhere else and don't touch the remote to change the channel. We'll be back after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere else.